Good morning, Bula. It is 7:15 and well, we have quite a busy day today because we are headed back to Millennium. We took a little break because, well, we had a ton of editing to do and, well, you saw our last story. So what do you do if you only have 6 months to live? You've never been a smoker and you've been diagnosed with terminal lung cancer and the only medicine giving you the strength to get out of bed isn't covered by your insurance. It sounds like an impossible situation, but this pandemic has placed us smack dab in the middle of one man's incredible journey. Meet our new friend, Mark Parman. So yeah, we've got a lot of catching up to do. Obviously, I chopped my hair off, or should I say I let Jason chop my hair off. Pandemic haircut, first time Jason's ever cut my hair. Going from this to, well, you'll see when we get done. Fingers crossed.
It was a great idea, trust me.
It worked out fine. Yeah, not too bad. Good job for your first time. Huh?
Jean-Pierre.
All these years that I've done it all by myself, but because I didn't have additional mirrors, that was a challenge. So, first home haircut by my husband. Taught him off the internet. Thank you, YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many things. But we'll get back to that because, well,
Mark is here waiting.
Yeah.
20 minutes early, of course. Morning, Mark.
You bailing already?
Huh?
You bailing already?
Well, I'm trying to hide the evidence of my bad dead crew. Or my dead bad crew.
They partied too late, eh?
They just got home.
Oh no! Jeez.
And yeah, is the evidence of these are not.
These are not men's flip-flops.
No, and somebody left their over here.
Wow, way to go, boys. Way to go.
Good morning, good morning. So there is the evidence.
Oh no!
I got into the titty this morning and went, oh no.
We're stone cold sober and ready to work, so.
Me too.
Yeah.
Day 4.
Oh man.
This is the new patrol boats they got all for the Navy. They're really smart.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the Navy or the police or the combat guys.
What do you think, Mark? Millennium 2.0?
I actually been already.
What a beautiful boat. Oh my goodness. Do you know what kind of boat that is?
Very expensive boat.
Good answer.
You remind me of why I break my hands. You remind me of why I move my feet. You remind me of why I give a damn.
Hello, baby.
Good morning.
You look like you feel very pretty this morning, Betty.
That's wow.
Where's Johnny? Looking good, Johnny.
That sounds like Jason. You and I share a heart since mine gave up. It's not
Take the helmet. I'll do that.
Will do. And coffee's ready.
Beautiful.
interesting. The quarantine boats all have to stay out here because they're in quarantine, so they stay further away from all the other boats while they wait to be cleared through biosecurity and customs and all that stuff. And then they get to come into this anchorage here where Millennium is. Just a crazy little thing that they started with COVID.
No more sunny days, no more sunny days. I got a heart that won't behave. I got a mind gonna make me insane. No more sunny days, no more sunny days. You got a black cloud over your head. You're looking spin, gotta get you to bed.
If it sounds a little chaotic or like everything's happening so fast, well, because it is. I mean, we just launched the video a few days ago and things are moving so fast that it's just like, boom! Together, we have made such a ruckus, as Nikki says, and it's pretty incredible to watch it come together in real time.
We are headed to Fantasy, which is a marina, and it's big enough for Mark's boat. And we're going there because he has to go to Suva, which is on the other side of the island. It's a day's drive, and he's going there because he has to go to the hospital there to get a new scan of his lungs, which we'll talk more about later because for the moment, I need to focus on where I'm going. It's interesting navigating this boat just because I'm not as familiar with his charts and I don't know if I trust them 100%. So it's more eyeball navigation and compass bearings.
Old school.
Old school, yeah. I like it.
Agent at the apartment gone. I'm moved out, but I can't move on. Money talks, hunger pains. So lame, it's so lame, it's so lame.
Guys, I've got the one free fender.
Okay.
If you see I'm going to mess up somewhere.
Okay.
Hopefully I won't, but
Just in case.
just in case.
Roving fender. Just in case.
There's a lady feeding the fishes.
Hola.
Nothing's fixed by going down. Your screaming screams always get me down. Skip church, but the big parade. The same, the same, the same.
So only 67 tons, you can hold it?
Exactly.
He's good. He's just holding up there. You want him to keep pulling in a little bit more?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Are we against the tug yet or not yet?
Yeah, now you're touching.
That was exciting. Now I'm sweating like a dog.
Exciting.
Johnny!
I'll go.
I'm gonna teach you lots. When you got a loop in the rope, you put the loop on the bollard.
There was no loop in the rope, bro.
There was.
There's a loop.
What are we checking?
Yeah, just that nothing's leaking and everything's as it should be. You never know with boats.
We couldn't have done it without you, bro.
This is fine. That's all good. So everything looks
Nothing
good.
exploded?
No,
Yeah, I just getting sick of the way out.
everything good.
Now you can have that cup of coffee.
Yes. And another shower.
Okay, we're all tied up, secure, safe here in Fantasy. I guess that's what they call it, Fantasy. And gonna get the scoop from Mark on what's been going on the past few days.
It's wild how much we had to catch up on after just a few days. We sorted through the thousands upon thousands of supportive and helpful messages we received from all of you and how his story touched you. Surprisingly, AstraZeneca never responded to us, but thankfully they did get in touch with Mark.
If you want to read that.
Yeah. Okay. So In recent days, we've received a large amount of correspondence relating to video posts on YouTube and other social media channels about your very moving story. I want you to be assured that we at AstraZeneca would like to assist you through appropriate channels. If Tagrisso continues to be the right medicine, we would work with your doctor to help ensure you continue to receive the treatment you need. Your doctor must be the one to determine the right treatments to prescribe, as AstraZeneca does not prescribe and dispense medicines directly to patients.
Is that where I said it was purely financial?
Yes.
The holdup is that Mark doesn't have up-to-date blood work or scans of his lungs, which he needs to renew his prescription.
If you can't afford the medication, you can't afford the scans if nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
Why bother with any of it?
Well, that's what I tried to convey to them. If you guys can't give me the medication, I can't go and spend another 30,000 Rand on something that's pie in the sky.
Yeah.
And then they like got all blah, and I
Yeah.
said, well, first I've got to have the blood tests,
Okay.
which is be first thing Monday morning. Then hopefully they can do the scan Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning.
That's when you get it sent back to your oncologist in South Africa.
Yes.
I guess the question is, we're just curious, what is AstraZeneca going to do?
That report will go to my South African oncologist. Receptionist said AstraZeneca has contacted them directly.
So they know and they're waiting.
Yes,
Okay, cool. And that's really...
quite incredible.
Yeah, it is. That's fantastic. But until you have drugs in your hand, obviously we want to stay on top of it. So I'll call the dogs off for the moment. I'll put them on hold. It seems promising with AstraZeneca, and it seems
Yes.
like that they want to actively help.
Definitely looks that way.
Okay.
The response has been fantastic from AstraZeneca.
Okay, good. Which is what we wanted. So, mission accomplished. Power to the people.
Thank you, everybody. Sure. Thank you for everything.
You're very welcome.
Really.
We're so happy we met you.
Oh, I'm so happy
Been a
I met
pleasure.
you. It's just been for me beyond belief. Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Yes, and have a lovely trip up around and
Yeah.
tell us where you find the good surf spots and
Yeah.
put them on the GPS. Okay.
See you guys.
All right. Thank you.
We just wanted to, I guess before we move on and do anything else, I just wanted to take a minute to kind of talk about everything that's been going on with
The past week, the past month, the past
year.
since 2020 started, all the overwhelm and the uncertainty and this past week putting Mark's story together and deciding how to tell that story and share that story, and
It felt like a massive responsibility of telling somebody else's story. We've never done something that's quite like this before. So it's very emotional and it's taxing in that way. And it's been overwhelming for us, and I know that it's been overwhelming for Mark because we've had multiple conversations about it.
such a positive story and such a
It's just so
crazy
freaking
time. Yeah.
inspirational, and then just all the challenges piled on top of him, and yet he just kind of keeps going. So obviously you guys felt the same way, which is really fantastic, but just the overwhelming support, with everybody. I mean, AstraZeneca has been absolutely bombarded. So way to go, everybody. I'm just very proud of our community, and I'm just, it shows that there's still a lot of humanity left in the world, even when everything seems really glim sometimes, but it's not. Grim, glim, I'm making words up, but anyway.
Doesn't matter.
No. And then as for us, getting back to our boat, which, the whole world is shut down, I think that kind of speaks for itself. The likelihood of us getting back to Tonga anytime soon just doesn't seem to look good, and that's...
Yeah. It is what it is. It's
Yeah,
just,
it's
like
just-
Mark says, take it on the chin.
Take it on the chin, yeah. So we're,
Struggling through and doing the best that we can to stay positive, and sharing Mark's story was super emotional, and it let us know that stuff is bad for us right now, but stuff is really bad
for other
people.
Yeah, like everybody's got their own story right now.
I guess what we really want to say is, if you're feeling depressed or like the mountain is impossible to climb right now, then just know you're not alone. And even though we smile a lot and we're mostly happy, just go lucky people going with the flow, we still struggle. And if you're going through an emotional time right now, just realize you're not alone. And we know we're not alone, and we get to see that through the thousands of comments every week, and it just means so much to us to be a part of this community.
Yeah, and we try to keep it positive here intentionally, just because the last thing you want to see is somebody else's woes piled on top of your own. So we really, and that's what we do in our life. We try to stay focused and keep persevering, as Mark would say. You just keep paddling out. That was a long ramble. I apologize, but
Our next adventure should be really fun.
yes, I'm looking forward to having a few weeks of fun. For no other reason other than to have fun. Thank you so much for watching, being part of all of this. A huge thank you to our patrons for your support. You're what makes these videos possible. And
People that come over to our tip jar that don't like Patreon and just want to support us directly, like
you keep these videos coming, and then just you, the person who views and maybe never even comments, you still make a difference, and you're why we exist on this platform and in this realm. So we're very grateful for that. Yeah, we'll see you again next week or
whenever.
sooner. You never know. You never know. All right.
Bye, guys.
Again, I'd like to say thank you to my friends over the years that have purchased me a box. The latest box of tablets coming from Brian Shiner and Rory Crawford. Thanks, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And over the last year and a bit, Gordon, thank you. Sharon, Kathy, Paul, Frank and Janine, and Sean, thank you very much for the boxes of tablets that you bought for me. It's got me all the way to here. And then to the other guys out there, specifically a good friend that phoned in the middle of the night the other night and said, I'm there, 2 boxes for you if you want it. Thank you. I know you like to remain in the background like me, but it's greatly appreciated, and we will see where AstraZeneca goes, and
We'll go from there.
go from there.
Yeah.